Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Eugene Smith. Website at the bottom is llewellyn.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Website on the back is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. That's A as in apple, U as an umbrella. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy if you so choose. Okay. Sagittarius. Oh, that's interesting. You got the Wheel of Fortune in your past. So it's kind of like, yeah, I already been through that. Okay. So, I feel like I have to deal with what already has been done. Something has already been set. You got the Six of Pentacles, which Pentacles, Earth, responsibility, pattern sometimes, a lot of times. My bed's been made. I have to lie in it now. I don't feel like it's bad, but I feel like there's restriction. Restriction. Definitely something with restriction here. When this started, I feel like I was fine. But it's gone on for a while, and it's starting to feel stale. It's starting to feel stale. The thing is, I feel like it's not bad. It's just starting to really feel stale. You do seem to be looked out for. I do feel confident that I fit. In the sense of like people look out for me, people care about me. I feel like people do care about you and you know that. So you fit, but it's feeling stale. It's definitely feeling stale. Currently your energy is trying to get along with it. Strength card, you got the Strength card, you're holding to it. And then you got the Ace of Cups. But I feel like the thing is, it's the Ace of Cups reversed. It is reversed. I'm trying not to see it that way, but it is. I'm holding to it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I got involved with this knowing it would hit this point. I knew. I feel like you knew. It would hit this point, but I'm like, well, I'll deal with it when I get there. I'll handle it when I get there. For now, I'm just going to do what I need to do, but I'll deal with that when I get there. Well, here you are. You're here. You've hit that point. You've got to the bridge. Time to cross it. It's perplexing because, again, I feel like if I'm looking at it on paper, it doesn't look bad. But it's like it's starting to feel monotonous. It feels very stale. I need something to liven this up. Are you going to get something to liven this up? Because there's energy here. Like, is this going to liven up a little bit for you? Like, are people going to realize it's something? You need something. You need something to liven this up. Nine of Wands reversed, which is good. And the Tower reversed. The Nine of Wands reversed is kind of like letting down your guard. That's how I read it, reversed, because right side up it would be holding the line. Reversed is letting down your guard, in my opinion. The Tower reversed is kind of like you can't avoid change. But it might be kind of like we got like a stay of execution here. We got like a stay of execution, but the executioner's still waiting. That's kind of how I see it. So I need some type of change. So I can't keep doing this way. What do I need to do to make this go more my way? Within the same situation, I need to find something fresh. I need to find something new. I need it soon. Oh, I need it soon. I really do. All I feel like this takes... Alright, if you bring this forward to the proper person, whoever that is in your life, how does this go for you? I see good cards, but if Sagittarius brings this forward, like I need something to liven this up, I need something fresh. Seven of Swords and the Moon card. You're very valued. The Seven of Swords is getting out of trouble sometimes. Getting out of it, moving on from it. The Moon card is a mystery. There are things here that you could change into. You got to bring it forward with a conversation is what I'm getting. There still will be restriction to deal with, though. So if you bring it, I feel like I just got to start the conversation. Like, this is starting to bore me. I need something fresh. I'm good at getting things done, but I need something fresh. I need something fresh, and I need something soon. I feel like this might work in your favor. Maybe. 17, which is the star card, and then the 2 of Pentacles reversed. You might end up with things that people don't want to deal with. Why do I feel like that's not going to bother you? What one person doesn't like dealing with, somebody else might not have a problem with. So I don't know what it is you're ending up with. I feel like somebody else is like, well, we got some stuff over here that is kind of a mess. I don't know if you really want to deal with that, but that would be random. That would be all over the place. That's something that does need to be sorted out. We don't know what to do with it just yet. To me, it's like going into a hoarder's house. That's how I'm getting the analogy. And my first thought when I see you walking into it is like, well, it's not my house, and at the end of the day, I'm going back home to mine, so that's its own thing. But like the fact that like you got to take it room by room, I got to find out what's in that room, I got to see what what type of damage, what has to be cleaned. I feel like I'm like going through room, and I don't know what's going to be in each room. Ironically, I think you might thrive in this. The person who doesn't like it, or is kind of like, well, it's kind of a crap job, I didn't really want to stick you with it. They don't like that. They want to know what's there, why it's there, how long it's been there, what to do with it, where's it going to go next, why this, why that. They want everything defined and put in order. And you're just like, I just want to do something different. And the fact that it's not if you're going into a hoarder's house, if it's not your house and you're just help fixing it, and you're like, I'm here for 8 hours and then I go home and I'll just do what I can in 8 hours, I feel like it doesn't bother you. Am I right? Let's just be sure. Is that correct for Sagittarius? Judgment in your favor. And it's kind of like, yeah, because there's like, you can't make the same decision every time. It's a different decision every time. The 2 of Pentacles reversed is kind of like we're handling something that has a long-term effect, but every time it's not the same decision every time. We have to keep making different decisions, and we don't know until we're faced with it what we're going to do. I feel like this is actually working. Somebody else is like, I don't like this. I hate to stick you with this because I think it sucks. And you're like, and it's kind of like, well, you have different ways of looking at life. It doesn't bother you at all. It does bother them because they want neat and orderly, tidy. They want it like all in, metered out. This is why this situation got stale for you. You're like, yeah, it was overly confined, overly boundaried, overbound, over restricted. Maybe that's the way I want to say that. This is going to work for you. Your end result, your last 2 cards are being very happy, but being more self-sufficient. The masculine, I like it as a card because I feel like it's saying like, trying to put that in a positive energy, kind of like being responsible for your own actions, having the strength to do it, and being very responsible for your own actions. Probably just your own. This is very solitary, very solitude, but in a good way. Kind of like if you're going into this hoarder house, maybe you're the only one handling it. You're doing it pretty much by yourself, but it's kind of like I get to do what I want when I want because I'm the only one there. Nobody can say, stop working on this pile, go work on that pile. I don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to work on what I want and get done what I need to get done in the time I feel like I need to get it done in. Very self-sufficient, very on your own. The effect you're having on other people, somebody didn't want to deal with it, whatever this is. They seem to be just letting you do it as long as they see the outcome that they want to see. Devil card came out on its side, and then the Page of Pentacles. They will let you take the lead as long as they keep seeing results in the direction they want to see them. They don't really want to deal with it. As long as they feel confident that the outcome is a good outcome, my advice to this is like, try to show them some type of order, but not something that's going to paint you into a corner. Like, how do I explain that? You want to show them that you have some type of system, but don't over-define it so that they're holding you to it. So, you know what I mean? Kind of like, I don't know how to explain this. Show them the results. Show them how you got to that result. But be very careful that they want structure, they want order. So, try to play it to their advantage without them needing to get too involved. And be aware that like if you show them too much structure, they're going to expect you to stick to the structure. So don't do that to yourself. Try to show them results and then show them after the fact how you got there in a way that makes sense to them, but in a way that won't make them try to keep you in some type of regimented fashion. I don't know how to explain that, because you got to keep it kind of loose enough so you still have your play, you can play within it the way you need to, but structured enough so that they feel confident that it's going to keep working out. It's tricky. I feel like you'll know what to do. Hopefully you do. The devil on its side is like they're going to want to get involved, but at the same time they don't want to deal with it. So if they feel confident, like, oh, you have it under control, you have a procedure you're using, and they keep seeing results, they don't want to deal with it if they don't have to, but they might spot check. They might show up here and there. It's got to make sense to them. You know, they have to see some type of structure, just don't make it overly defined. Be careful of that. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like that's complicated. They're going to be looking for structure, but you don't want to structure it to the point where you're putting yourself back in the same boat that you already got out of. Be careful of that. So think of like what they're looking for, but also keep it in the same thing. Like I have to make sure they find what they're looking for, so they stay out of my way, stay out of my room, if you will. But I don't want it so structured that I paint myself in a corner and then, oh great, now I'm stuck in this regimen that I didn't want. I did it to myself. We don't want to do that either. So try to work out that balance. I know it's a general read, but like hopefully that makes sense in some respect. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.